Hello, this is Spidey1958, and welcome to my Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker, Varnhold's Lot, Episode 7. Yay! So, anything in this
Won't
chest?
be halted.
Apparently nothing. Looks like that bed and that chest are it. So we can probably use this chest as a storage for these characters if we need to. Okay, so what did we actually find when we talked to her? Let's see. Okay, so we finished that one. So the fisherman by the river knows something about the troublemaker. Okay. And someone also pointed out to me that she uses daggers. So let's go ahead with the fancy +1 shock dagger and give that to her. Boom. And then, so that leaves us a +1 dagger and a +1 short sword. So anything that helps our damage output, because we don't really have any good tanks. We're going to be dependent on killing things fast. So, fisherman by the river. Let's go find fisherman by the river.
We do it my way.
Here's the river. Fisherman, fisherman. Oh, here's something. Down with the tyrant. Okay, so now we gotta go find... Oh, here's more stuff over here. Up with revolution. So what looks like a big barn? I would say over here. So let's head over there. Oh dang it, and I don't remember, I don't remember the key to follow. There it is. It's of course F for follow. And this looks bad. A dead guard. Oh, she's only been knocked on... Look, a rat. So let's see what our... None of the general's leads have yet uncovered a troublemaker, but maybe the tavern owners were able to discover something. So let us head back to the tavern. Whoops. At least you get to see the city. It looks pretty similar to what it did when we got there, just the second time there were a lot less people. Like none. I looked... General, welcome. What will you have? I looked around, but haven't found the troublemaker yet. Do you have any news? She never appeared in the tavern again, but people are saying... Looks like you won't have to go looking for her after all. Come on, General, let's give it to these scoundrels. Down with tyranny. We will not be treated like cattle. You can't enslave us. Calm down now. Here's Nasia, the general of His Grace Vaughn. I'm sure she will deal with your problems so we can all go home peacefully. What's going on here? I am Leo Mistro, the Revolutionary Crimson Swans of Galt. We have freed our own home from tyranny, and I will not stand by as your new feudal lord tramples the freedoms of these people under his boots. Kings, barons, earls, ordinary people are like cattle to the nobility. We will not allow this new state to become yet another prison for the people who groan under the yoke of tyranny. We demand that Margar Vaughn relinquish his power and proclaim his land a people's republic and gather a constituent assembly. And what's this on your belt? Why, it looks like a wand of invisibility. What need do you have of that? What wand? We're talking about cows, and it should be she's going on about a wand. She's just trying to distract us. Citizens, don't listen to the tyrant's henchmen. Don't give up. Fight for your rights. Don't you see? So long as the sovereign rules over you, no one will care about your suffering. Your cows, your fields, your homes, all of this is at risk until you become your own masters. Down with the Baron. The time of the people has come. You really expect me to be able to do any of these checks? If it comes to blows, you won't stand a chance against Varn's guards. Now give us the instigator and go home. Do you hear that? Violence is the argument of dictators. They think they keep us forever enslaved under threat of their swords, but they are wrong. We are invincible because the truth is with us. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop this fight. Why did she drink a potion if she was using a wand?
Those fools!
I really wasn't a character to try to prevent violence. I'm a bloody barbarian. On the other hand, I'm really good at killing peasants.
I am superior!
These guys just didn't have any chance against this. The Baron is not going to be happy. Not at all. But I went up a level from killing peasants. That is just the most horrible way to actually go up a level, from killing peasants of your own town. So let's see, we get a feat and we get damage reduction. So yeah, we have no persuasion. It was a 27 and we were adding 0. We were at least adding 6 on Intimidate for our strength. Definitely not the character to do that. Okay. So far I've taken Weapon Focus Great Axe, Power Attack, Heavy Armor Focus, and Dodge. We're using a two-handed weapon. So we could take cleave. Extra rage power. Let's go ahead and take... We could take Vital Strike. That would give us an extra die. We do have a big weapon. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Vital Strike. And complete. So, did you handle those troublemakers? On top of everything else, an uprising is just what we needed. I have handled the troublemakers. It's true, I handled them. Yeah, I know. I'm just not a political person. You know, don't send a barbarian to negotiate. Well, we all make mistakes. Next time she shows up, try not to let her escape. You're more worried about her escaping than me killing all those peasants? Okay. Something else has come up. We need to discuss the new trainees. Recruitment needs to be... What's that noise? Who's making trouble? Your Grace, your hour has come. That didn't sound quite right. I mean, it's your time to shine, to show off a bit even. Your subjects require your protection. Will you refuse the pitiable creatures a heroic feat? You're a pitiful creature. Now stop fussing and be quiet. I'll explain everything myself. Your Grace, my name is Svasalava. I am from the village of Old Stump. We lived here a long time and always minded our own business, but since you started to rule here, we became, as it turns out, your subjects. Well, we paid our taxes on time and brought you grain and meat, but now woe has come upon us, so it's your turn to prove that you'll be good for more than collecting taxes. I honor my duties to my subjects. What has happened? Do you remember, Your Grace, the unforgettable day of our first acquaintance when we met those terrible, but in a way quite amazing creatures? Well, why do you keep butting in, you rattlebox? You keep quiet. I'm not dumb. I can talk. So, Your Grace, woe has come upon us. Dead Cyclops have risen from their graves and are moving slowly towards our village. If you don't help us, they'll gobble us all up in no time. Oh, that's right. That's me. Isn't it? No. Sounds like a job for a general. Shall I deal with this myself? Not alone. I will go with you. I need a party personally. Nasia, choose the best of the Varnhold host. We march at once. The others will remain here, ready for battle in case the Cyclops come here too. Zombie Cyclopses? I'd say it's unheard of, but as this young man pointed out, we've already met them once, and that means we might meet them again. If we were to protect the barony, we need to find out more about them. I will go with you. We must try to discover where they came from and what we can do to stop them. Thank you, Your Grace. This is another problem, though. These zombie clopses, they have the power to control a person's mind. When the monsters came, some of the people went insane. They began to worship them. You must do something about these lunatics, or they'll kill us all themselves. Thank you for the warning. We'll do whatever it takes to help your village. Nasia, Sepral, are you ready? We march at once. We're off. Okay, well, I don't have any choices. Doomp. Oh, yeah. Just hit accept. And then we're going to have to do a bunch of quick level ups.
For many centuries, the dead Cyclops have slept peacefully in their graves. Oh, why did they have to wake up now when we showed up?
Looks like an act of magical sabotage to me. And guess who the prime suspect is? Our dear western neighbor. Now that our wastelands have been turned into farmlands, Dunswan has become a tasty pie, and everyone wants a piece.
Aren't you hungry yet? Let's stop and eat something.
Okay. Food. Camouflage. Lousy cooking. I don't remember if Old Stump was on the other map or not. Okay, let's take a pause here and do some updates. So we're going to keep him in Rogue, but see if we can do anything that will help his armor class. So he took Weapon Focus Short Sword, Dodge, Skill Focus Trickery we took, Iron Will, Double Slice, Toughness, 2 Weapon Fighting, and Weapon Finesse. So he's going to get a feat this level. Let's go and do next. And we'll keep all the same skills up. Next. So Piranha Strike is the one. So this is the equivalent of Power Attack. So do we want the equivalent of Power Attack or an extra point of armor class? Let's go ahead and stick with the trying to do more damage. Okay, that takes care of our Fearless Baron. Now our Monk. I really don't know monks, I'm afraid. Cold Iron and Silver. At 7th level, monks on arms attacks are treated as Cold Iron and Silver. Yay! That'll help. So that, and only gets 2 skill points this level. Okay. Point blank weapon focus. We can give a +1 hit with unarmed combat. We can deflect arrows with our bare hands. Actually, Hammer of Gap might be useful for a monk since they get lots of blows. Let's go ahead and take that. Monks get lots of blows in theory, so... And like I said, I don't know monks, so if people have better suggestions, let other people know what you think would have been a better idea. The Special Ranger, which gets a feat this time. So she's dual wielding. So they also give Hammer the Gap, which again would be dual wielders get multiple strikes, so it could very well be worthwhile. Let's also take Hammer the Gap. Okay, our fearless wizard. We'll keep him in wizard. So this, and this, and this. Oh, and use magic device. Okay, we could do spell focus or greater spell focus. I'm not big fans of that. Combat casting. You still don't have combat casting? We're taking combat casting. So 4th level spells. Well, let's take Animate Dead. And since he's a conjuration specialist, we could take slime, Touch of Slime. So it basically, unless they have freezing, burning, or remove disease, that's going to ultimately kill them. So let's go ahead and do Touch of Slime. And that will complete. And last but not least, our cleric, who just gets a feat. So religion, perception, and persuasion. See, everyone else has persuasion, but not me. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the perception. So next, selective channel. We qualify for selective channel. We are taking selective channel. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick save. And now we can finally walk into the village. Oh, dang it. I should have had him. I took the wrong thing. I should have taken the boon for the elk. Muin. You choose a bad time to visit this place. I'm getting myself out of here, and I suggest you do the same. I know there's gloom in the air. That's why we're here. To whom do I have the honor of speaking? I am Muin, a merchant of Brevity. I thought I'd seek fortune in the new baronies, but so far I've met only danger and loss. Trolls roam the Shrike Hills, and the situation here is even worse. Drilev seems to have disappeared. Of course, the Sword Lords can decide where the borders get drawn here and who gets to claim what title, but so far these rulers of the Stolen Land haven't much tamed their claims. A fair reproach. Let me introduce myself, Megar Vaughn, Baron of these lands. I've been called here to help, specifically to dispose of the monsters that are troubling you. You're the Oh, me and my big mouth. Well, your grace, blessings on you and your subjects. I shall hurry home and never set foot in the Stolen Lands again. Oh, come on now. Don't be so dramatic. Monsters are a regular problem in such wild lands. But we're already well in hand. Believe me, it wouldn't be in your interest to give up on the market now, though this very moment isn't the best time for negotiations. But if you visit us in the capital, we would be happy to discuss the potential benefits of trade here and what sort of benefits we both enjoy. But that will have to wait for another time. No, though I thank you very kindly, but I will try my luck somewhere else, far away from the Stolen Lands. This place is not good, like it's cursed or something. Very well, goodbye then. Personally, I'm in no mood for trade. Nasilia, Seppa, if you need anything, go ahead and buy it, but be quick about it. There's a battle in the air. Show me your wares. Have a look, but please be quick. I'm trying to get away from here quick. So let's go ahead and sell these clubs off. Not that we'll get much for them. More than I thought. So they have a +1 Lycanthrope Bane Heavy Crossbow, which we can't afford. Something we can't afford. Something we can't afford. Ooh, I wish we had the money for this. But we don't. That would have been nice. Oh, this would be nice. Let's go ahead and buy that. We'll give it to Bozo Face here. Is there anything else here? Not really. Oh, a recipe for taffy. Let's buy that. I don't think we've gotten any recipes. Oh, a recipe for grilled silver ear. Let's buy that. Ooh, and that recipe for chocolate ice cream. Let's buy that. Okay, so we bought some recipes. Okay. You tend to use acid. So let's go ahead and give you the acid ring, wherever I did with it. Yay, we have some recipes. Oh, we also need to do spell memorization, don't we? You don't have... No, you don't. Okay, second level spells. Again, you don't have acid. More burning arcs. Another haste. A touch of slime. Another touch of slime. And an animate dead. Okay. And let's see, you. Let's go ahead and have you take that one. You're good there. Should be good there. 4th level. Well, you have to take this one, which isn't bad. So let's take this one. And we don't have the stuff to throw this spell. So let's go ahead and take a neutralize poison. Don't think anyone else has spells to memorize. Oh, you might. Yep, you have a spell to memorize. Let's have you take bark skin. Can't cast spells, can't cast spells, can't cast spells. Okay. So let's wander over here.
I lead, you follow.
See, Your Grace? They've donned their black robes. Their minds are under the sway of the Cyclops. Please do something before anyone gets hurt. I have no wish to cross steel with my subjects, but if their minds have been stolen by monsters, it is our duty to protect the innocent. Are you ready? Where did they get the black robes? Did they make them under the direction of the Cyclops? Something seems wrong here. I think you're onto something. They don't appear to be insane. Not very smart either, of course, but I see no mark of obsession. I suspect the Cyclops have nothing to do with this, and our guest just wants to trick us into solving some local political problems in his favor. And I might add, he's doing it rather poorly, and I cannot stand bad liars. Menger, before you start swinging your swords around, it would be wise to hear the people out. You godless wretches, you ungrateful pigs, for how many ages have your ancestors enjoyed the gifts of our master, one generation after another? How could you renounce this faith? What a pity. But what did the master send our ancestors? Harvests, good weather, healthy children? And now what does he send? Dead cyclopses. What will he send us next? Rocks hurtling down from the sky? No, you can pray to such a god all you want, but we've found another god. Okay. That was dramatic. There, you have an answer to your blasphemy. I speak the truth. If you renounce the master, no other god can protect you. You are forever in his hands, in life and after death. Repent and return to your true faith. Is it madness to choose punishment instead of gifts? What in hell is going on here? I'm Magnar Varn, the Baron of these lands, and your sovereign. I came to help deal with Cyclopses, but it looks like something else is going on here. I demand an exclamation. Oh, your grace, what an honor it is for you to visit our humble village. I am Zordash, the headman of this village. In fact, we do have a problem with Cyclopses, but it's nothing to trouble yourself over. Everything is already under control. Under control? Far from it, your grace. You must save us. This maniac venerates Charon, the horseman of death. He wants to feed us to the Cyclopses. Forgive me for lying earlier. I was afraid you would punish all of us. But I'm not lying now. He's a cultist, a real cultist. Why would you be afraid that Magnar would punish everyone? You're not all cultists here, are you? Well, not everyone, of course. Just him, the damn headman, and his henchmen. Weaving another web of lies, Sevaslava. Your grace, would you care to hear the truth now? I will not lie to you. We are children of the horseman of death. Our village has worshipped him for hundreds of years. But we are not a secret cult. Everyone you see here, as well as their fathers, grandfathers, and great-grandfathers, and even the lying wretch who led you here. On the last new moon, she stood alongside us in prayer. This is our faith. We would pray to him, and he would help us survive the dangerous land. But now, as it was foretold, the Cyclopses have arisen from their graves. His servants of old bring good news. What did these faithless wretches do? They turned their weapons against his heralds, and even against their own neighbors. The master has given us his sign. He wishes to reward us with his gifts, but they grew frightened and renounced their faith. Your grace, we are no villains, and bear no hatred or grudge. We only worship an ancient wise deity who has kept us safe here for ages. Please help me put down this uprising, and you too will partake of his gifts. Fear not the Cyclopses. Their appearance is a sign from the master. They only danger to those infirm of faith. Don't listen to him. He wants to feed you to the Cyclopses too. I beg you, spare us from the cult. We will worship Estrel or Abadar or whatever you command, but I beg you, save us from this madness. That is a lot of text. I understand why this woman lied to us, and I've no wish to punish her or any who renounce Charon. As for the cultists who remain faithful to the horsemen, I'm leaning towards destroying the cult and helping the peaceful villages find another faith. When there are zombie Cyclopses looking around, the followers of such a deity cast dark shadows. On the other hand, they could prove most useful in this situation. Think, Magnar. Think, if anyone could help us get to the bottom of the Cyclops problem, it is the people who have served their patron for generations. We shall squash this uprising and find out what the headman knows. I don't want to make deals with these cultists, but there's a whiff of sense in your words. Nasia, what would you do? Why would we trust a daemon worshipper? Of course, daemons are not like devils, who always stick to the letter of a contract, but neither are they like demons who would harm themselves just to spite the others. Among all the infernal powers, Damians are essentially the most humane, just like regular people. They primarily care about their own interest. With proper care, they can be dealt with. Thank you, Master. That's just so. Who must have imagined there were any ritual atrocities going on in the village? We have no human sacrifices here, or anything of the sort. No one has been fed to the Cyclopses. We are a peaceful people, just like in the villages where most common deities are worn. Sir Estelava, are you prepared to renounce your ancestors' faith so easily? Faith is one thing, life is another. We pray to him like everyone else. It's not like we would stand against the entire village, but the prophecies. No one read them except the priest. Who would have thought he would truly raise these monsters? Why good is a god who unleashes the undead upon us? I got to agree there. My diplomacy is 0, as we know. So let's go ahead and agree. I agree. Let's slaughter the cultists and leave the apostates be. As usual, no one listens to old Cephal, and everyone wonders why everyone turns to chaos. To arms! You are mad. You no idea the power. You dared to raise your weapons again. Faithful, cover my retreat. I must protect the shrine. Oh look, undead Cyclops. More undead Cyclopses. So this can't be good.
Let's hear you cry.
And you should throw that. And you, where the heck are you? Standing in the middle of a bunch of bad guys. No wonder. Run over here. And where's our people? I've lost our people. That should help. Oh, we still got one more. Oh, that's a dread one. That is a dead one. And there's another one. And our poor monk. So you need to move here. And you need to start using your big spell. And we had one person die and 2 people almost die. That wasn't good. That's not good at all. We were fine until we got to the dreads. Let's see what I mean. These 3 have no armor class. They can't do anything, but they're basically only designed to do damage in combat, so. Okay. Did any of them survive? So we need to what? Find the... I don't think I've found any raised dead scrolls, so I don't think I can do anything about the missing party member till we get back to town. And we are way past the wrapping up point, so as always, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and give me a like or a comment, and if you disliked the episode, leaving me a dislike's fine, but please leave a comment saying why you disliked the episode. As always, this is Spidey1958, and have fun gaming.